Welcome to the Crafting Cafe podcast. I'm Ellie.
Hello, and I'm Scott. What are we doing here, Ellie?
We are attempting to eat some macaroons, if that's how you pronounce it.
We're going straight into macaroons.
I've been eyeing them up all morning, to be honest.
Should we talk about why we're here, though? What's this about? What are we doing? What is the Crafting Cafe podcast?
We are here to indulge in lots of crafting activities, talking to crafty guests.
We've got any guests lined up yet?
A few, I think.
I've got a list of people that I want.
Yeah?
Yeah. Do you think we can get Tom Daly on?
I reckon so.
He was crafting.
Bit of knitting.
Yeah, why not? Let's do it.
Lovely. Well.
Anything else that you want to talk about?
How's
Do you want to
your
get the
week been?
highlights in? My week?
Weekend?
The weekend. Really good, actually. So I don't do a lot, Ellie. I've got kids, young kids.
Didn't
My
you
life
go to
is...
see a play?
I did, yeah. So this weekend I've been to cricket, which was really good. It was at Edgbaston. It involved a lot of alcohol, sorry. And then I went to see Hamilton.
Did that involve alcohol?
We went to a bottomless brunch before. Yes, it did. And then, do you know what happened at Hamilton? The lady next to me, do you know what she was doing?
Tell me.
Knitting.
Could you tell what she was knitting?
She didn't get very far with it. She stopped after the first act.
Okay, nice.
What have you been doing? How was your weekend?
Lovely. I've had a very nice weekend within nature, to be honest.
Okay, talk to me.
Got a tattoo done.
Did you?
That's not very nature.
Are you showing it off? Oh, sorry. Ooh, it's a flower. That's nature.
Yeah, exactly. And then I went for a walk with the dogs.
Was the tattoo planned? You've not spoke about this.
It was kind of planned, but the design wasn't planned. So, does that make sense?
Not really.
Well,
Did you draw it? Did they draw it? Did you know you wanted a flower?
No, we didn't really. Me and my mum went, so
Okay.
she had a certain design, but I was just going along with the flow, to be fair.
Okay.
That
All
was
right.
that.
That sounds good. That sounds very at one. Is it okay? Is it healing all right? Does it hurt?
I think so. The sun, you're not meant to go out in the sun.
And did you go out in the sun?
I've been in the sun all weekend.
That's not good. That's not good. When we get our agony aunt in later on, she'll tell you off about that.
I know.
She won't be
Well,
happy.
She had a traumatic experience with her
we
tattoo,
might
didn't
not.
she?
Yeah. Do we really want to delve into our agony aunt's history?
No.
Are we doing that?
No,
Her past, her
I don't
history.
think so.
I don't think she'll be very happy about it. She's not here for that.
Well, why not?
So, Ellie, as part of the podcast,
Yeah.
there's something that we're going to do every single episode. I've heard it's to do with you and questions because if you don't know Ellie, which you might not know Ellie, but if you do know Ellie, she likes to just randomly probe people with questions. Probe people with questions is a terrible
Random
sentence.
questions.
Random questions, yeah, really random questions. And I hear you've got one for today.
I do.
I don't know what it is. I don't know what it is. I don't want to know what it is.
It's not coming up just yet, though.
Oh, is it not? No, you're
No.
teasing that. There's a
Yeah.
teaser trailer.
Yeah, I think so.
What are we doing before that? Pardon?
Jingle.
There's somebody else here. We do have many people in here. There's about 8 people staring at us, and me and Ellie have never recorded a podcast before.
Yeah,
so
and it's
this
so hot in here.
It is really hot because there's no aircon, and yeah, it's pretty.
I feel like it would have been nice if they had given us a fan, to be honest.
Yeah, maybe next time. Can we have a fan?
No.
Thanks,
No.
Ellie.
Alan's on camera.
No.
Alan said no. Producer Liam said no. We're not allowed. Okay, right, Ellie. What are we doing next then? If we're not doing your question,
I really want to try macaron.
you get to try one. You haven't got a drink.
I know.
What do they go with? Is it macaron or macaroon?
Well, I don't know. This is the first
Let
time
us
I've
know.
ever done it.
And I've only ever had one before, and I don't remember.
You ever had one like that, though?
I don't think that is one. That's something else. Isn't that
Hayley?
called a mandolin? Madeline. Okay. Okay. Yeah. Are we trying them live? This is what we're doing.
I think so.
Have they
Live
defrosted?
experience. Are they warm enough to eat yet?
So fresh.
They were straight from the frozen counter. I don't know the history of a macaron, but I'm pretty sure that it's supposed to be a Parisian thing. So you're supposed to be having it in Paris on the set of a nice,
With a nice coffee.
a nice coffee maybe, a nice aperitif, something like that.
A lovely view.
I'm not even sure what an aperitif is, but I've said it. Something like that.
Yeah.
Not a defrosted one from a certain supermarket.
All you have to do is close your eyes. And imagine you're in.
Is that a motto for other things? Where we go with this?
Close your eyes and picture in Paris.
Is that what you're doing? Okay. Which one?
I won't do it.
What
You
colour
can.
are you going for?
I don't know.
It's you that's never tried one, so why am I trying one?
Maybe pink?
Yeah, try pink. Do they taste like the colours? Sorry, I don't know. Does the colour taste? That's a question
What
mark.
flavours are there?
There's pistachio, is the green one.
Pistachio's green.
There's a salted caramel.
Salted
I'm
caramel.
guessing that one's that one.
Chocolate.
There's a chocolado.
Chocolate's brown.
Yeah.
Which one would you like? I'm going to try the pistachio one that's here
I
because
think
it's just right
I
here.
might try the... What was it again?
Salted caramel.
Yeah.
Is there an etiquette? You're supposed to just shove it straight in, or
I don't know. Like a biscuit almost.
just bite it?
Re-explain it to us.
It's quite. I don't think it has defrosted enough. It doesn't take. Yeah.
That is not what
Are
I
you
was
going back?
expecting.
Are you going back from? No, I'm gonna leave that there. Not.
Oh
Okay.
my God.
Right. Can we get better ones? Right. In a certain department store, which is very prevalent in many places.
Could do ASMR.
Oh, okay. We're going for this.
Could do.
Are you allowed to brand, say? Selfridges have a counter which has very fancy Paris ones. Maybe we should get you to try different tiers of macaroon. I think these are budget.
I know a chef that can make them.
Well, why have we not got them then? Them then?
Because
why have we not got those?
I wanted to try these.
They're getting
Did
better.
you like
They're getting
that?
better. They're getting better. I don't think it has
The
defrosted, Hayden.
texture is very odd.
30 minutes.
Okay, can somebody else who has had one and knows what they should taste like taste one? Mm-hmm. Do you want to throw one at you?
Yeah, go on.
Which flavour do you want?
Give us a raspberry one. Not bad. Not bad at all.
Is the texture meant to texture like that?
Is texture meant to texture like that? Just to say, I don't think I've ever seen Alan eat anything that he hasn't enjoyed, though.
Oh, no, I don't like green peppers. But
I've got to...
I don't think anyone in the office has ever bought in a load of green peppers for you to eat.
no, it's true.
They're meant to be soggy.
This is like...
Right,
This
what,
isn't
what
soggy.
variety do you want here?
Any.
Okay, you can have the chocolate one. I don't want to hit the lights. Ooh, sorry, Mike's gone.
Bang.
No good? Yeah?
They are a bit wet.
They're just cheap.
Yeah.
Ooh,
Wet?
ooh,
Yeah, they're a little bit wet. Like,
ooh.
the best,
They're
They're not meant
value.
to be
They're the
wet.
value range.
that might be the
Yeah.
defrosting bit though.
I think their value.
I'm not sure that this is going to be something we're going to carry on with. You trying macaroons. This might not make the edit.
No, if you've already finished
Oh,
it.
pistachio was quite nice,
I don't know
actually.
if I can.
It got better. Is it because you're eating on camera and people are watching you?
No.
So you feel
I
like
don't
this is...
mind that.
Oh, okay.
I actually quite enjoy watching videos like that.
I know you do. You've showed me before and it's pretty
I
strange.
used to send some to Alan
Yeah.
on
What is with that?
nights. I don't know.
Can you just describe that to me? Like, why do you like it? Just for anyone that doesn't know, I'm allowed to share this with the 5 people that are going to watch
I don't
this.
know what you're going to share, but
Ellie likes to watch videos of people just eating, but that you don't see them eating. It's just the noise.
do you like watching that? No?
There's nothing crafty about that. But
Well, it is. It's a craft. It's chefing. It's watching them
Chefing.
craft
chefing, the
Craft of an
craft
ice.
of chefing.
ramen dish.
What people eat? People eat ramen. That's so. No, I'm not going to say that word. It's so wet. Like, how are they eating that?
Because that's what ramen is.
Yeah, but like, is that the ASMR that they like, enjoy?
slurp it up.
Oh God, what is this?
I enjoy it. Seems
Okay,
so sweet.
okay. Right. So you've tried a macaroon. Mm-hmm. Are we allowed to go any further with this? Are we allowed to keep going down the schedule, or are we no? Do you want to try another one? Different flavour?
I'm okay. I don't think I can eat that one.
That's something else. Maybe that's for next week.
Please, may you try it
What
now.
was it called? A Madeleine.
Little cakey.
You want me to try it?
Little cakey. Yeah.
Was one ever had? Okay.
They weren't frozen.
Oh. A bit dry.
What's inside it?
Nothing, just sponge.
Could have had a
Need-
bit of cream
needs
in it.
drinks. We need drinks. If anybody wants to sponsor us for drinks, we're available to sponsorship.
What type of drinks?
What type of drink would you want to be sponsored by?
Lucozade, I think.
Lucozade. Have you ever done a Lucozade and a macaroon together? Is that
Oh,
like
I think
some
that
sort
would
of
go down
some
lovely.
sort of great combination?
Don't you think?
What flavour of Lucozade?
Raspberry.
That's a worse
Raspberry
flavour.
with a raspberry.
Fizzy or not fizzy?
No, you know that the sports Lucozade. Flat.
That's really not very nice. I wouldn't recommend that you eat that.
I feel like the temperature in this room as well. I don't know. I suppose it would be this hot in Paris, maybe.
What is it? Probably now, yeah. Yeah.
At the moment, isn't it?
Is it?
Yeah, it's raining.
Oh yeah, Olympics. It's raining
yeah.
there. Did you see any of the opening ceremony?
I have not.
Have you not?
No.
I'll show you a video when we get out of here. There's part of the opening ceremony was a guy all dressed in blue or green. Have you seen this? What was that supposed to signify? Because that was a bit strange.
They've apologised for it. I know that.
I had a couple of drinks and I was watching it going, am I tripping? Like, what's going on here? Like, this is... It was, like, intense.
Tripping.
So it was like a guy and he was on his knees all dressed in green and he, like this colour, and he was pretty much naked, things covering his bits. And, yeah, he was just dancing around.
And that was broadcast on TV.
That was part of the open ceremony, yeah. And then they were like, oh, and here's USA on a boat coming past. Then they cut to this guy.
I'm kind of glad I never watched it.
I think, I don't know the numbers, but it cost a lot of money to put on. It was very good, actually, artistically. No, didn't watch it, Liam?
Liam doesn't agree.
You didn't like it? It's not as good as London. Our one, we smashed it. That was good. Anyway. Okay,
Random
Ellie.
question.
You ready? You just got one, or you got several?
I think I've just got one at the moment. But we were on about this, me and Dave were the other day.
Who's
and
Dave?
it's Dave Bradford.
Dave Bradford,
one of our
yeah.
presenters.
Yeah.
And why can you not breathe when you talk?
That's a thinking thing, isn't it? Am I not breathing?
You can't, like, you stop kind of breathing when you're talking. Try and
Do
take a deep breath while...
This isn't good for audible and visual stuff because I'm, like, trying to...
It's true, though.
Do
Liam,
you?
you try it.
Do you?
I know how random that is because you've just pulled a face, so...
It is actually very true. It is actually true. It's true.
Do you know something? Why did you think of this? Where does your brain begin that you thought I'm not breathing when I'm talking?
Dave just said it, I think, because he had to say a long sentence on air. And then I was like, Dave, you look like you just didn't take a breath then for a good 5 minutes.
Is he not just breathing
solid.
through other ways though?
No, because no one can do...
I was going to say you're through other holes then, and that'd be weird. But was he not just breathing through his nose or something else? Like, no,
I don't know whether...
you don't just
I don't
not.
know whether he's...
You don't just not breathe when you talk, do you?
We don't. Try and talk and breathe at the same time, please, someone.
Should we science check this? Can anyone get... Look, you need, as a producer for future episodes, you need a laptop to just quantify some of the nonsense that Ellie says
Science,
with
can
either...
you breathe?
Yeah,
Oh, I'll check that.
live. No?
But when you talk, you're still not breathing through your nose, are you?
Am I breathing through my nose now when I'm talking?
No.
No, I don't know what I'm doing. I'm probably taking air in and out whilst I'm...
Of the mouth.
I think this again might get edited out.
Why?
I've got to be honest, this is low tier for some of the questions that you've asked previously. Have
I
you
feel
got...
like I've been pretty much...
You're wrong.
Okay, come on, producer Liam.
In conclusion,
conclusion.
study has shown that healthy adults simultaneously breathe in through the nose and mouth when they speak. So are you healthy?
So you're doing
Probably
it without...
not, no.
So you're doing it without even knowing.
Maybe. I just thought, you don't think, do you? When... Well, you think, sorry, that's... You don't think...
You don't think, do you? You don't think about anything.
Yeah, but it's like thinking about blinking, isn't it? Now you're all thinking about blinking.
Yeah.
I'm thinking about linking a bit.
Lincoln?
Thinking, linking, blinking. I think I've got one for you. Do you
Okay.
know this? You might want to fact check this as well, and I don't want to get it wrong. So you please do edit this out if this is completely wrong.
Yeah.
Apparently, you don't sprint past the age of 30. Like no one sprints after 30.
Like running sprints?
Yeah. Like can you think of the last time you sprinted?
Yeah.
Like you lose the ability to sprint. Apparently.
I reckon I would
Well, you could sprint right now.
Yeah.
Again, for future podcasts, we'll get everyone to do a sprint, little sprint. No?
Liverpool Christie was racing in his 30s. So.
Yeah, but that's an athlete, Simon. I'm on about like the normal
But he's
person.
he's sprinting,
I'm on about the normal person.
so I guess we'll be able to do.
It's a claim bouncing around online where that 95% of men and women never sprint up again.
There you go. I went everyone, and I should have gone 95%. Liv and Christie's one of the 5%. Simon.
Where did that question come from?
It came from Sports Day with my eldest daughter, and they were chatting about the fact that that you have to do this as a dad, the dad race, and that no one sprints.
Did you do it?
I did last year's. I didn't do this year's because I couldn't actually make this year's Sports Day. But I did last year's
dear.
Sports Day.
Where did you come?
Third. It's not good, is it? It's not good. No, I was
I'd
determined.
be very disappointed.
What? There was a guy who looked pretty fit, and he did well. Yeah. Yes, Simon. Yeah. In more ways than one, he did well. He won. But he
Well,
had
well,
like trainers, shorts, everything. He come all geared up.
What were you dressed like then?
Just work attire. I think I had like shoes on. Third with shoes on is all right, isn't it?
expected for you to win. Sorry.
Okay.
You want slippers, we done quicker.
Simon's got kids. Have you done the dad's race?
No. I used the
Alan?
I used the first excuse.
No.
Really?
No, it was my first sports day this year, and
No race.
no.
Even if you just had shorts on and got socks on and got ready, I'll race myself.
I would have done it. I would have done it. Just run off.
You would have won as well, wouldn't you?
You would have took people out. Alan would have like tripped someone at the end just to
What
win.
about the
I
third?
will win this.
Is it the race where you join people's legs together? What's that called again?
Three-legged.
Yeah. Did you do any of that?
No, it's just straight sprint race. No. Now I'm over the age of 30.
If you'd have
I don't
got
sprint
third
anymore.
within that race, I would have been okay with it.
Okay, this is definitely going to get edited out.
Sounds like an excuse to tell your child I just
Yeah.
yeah. sprint over 30. So yeah.
No,
Yeah.
So there's even more of a story to this, but I don't really want to tell that part because it involves my best friend. Okay, I'll tell it now, but he probably won't get in it because he won't care. My best friend told this story to a bunch of people after an England game when they'd all been at a pub. So then they transpired to have a race outside. So his uncle, who's like 60, he's one of another family person who's like 70, and then one of his nephews who's like 20. So they went outside the car park and had a sprinting race. My friend, within like half a second into it, fell over, broke his arm, his leg, and his nose. Literally just fell straight forward, flat on his face, trying to sprint. It's not a good story, is it? But he did, though.
I don't know what to say to that. How can you break all three parts of your body from just sprinting in a car park?
Okay, in one of these episodes, we'll just go in the car park, we'll clear the cars, and we'll have a sprinting
our
race.
car parks all uneven.
Not even. Okay, all right. Should we? Do you want to get the agony aunt in?
I think we should.
We should.
I think we should.
I think we need a jingle for this part. We need.
You were singular earlier.
This is where we
Sing
should
a
probably,
little-
like, do like a break or something.
Yeah.
And you just say, oh, Agony Aunt coming up next time we play the jingle.
Scott's got a jingle. Of
We're
the
going to
agony
sing
aunt.
it. We're going to sing it together. No, but I don't think I'll be able to continue to do that the same every single time around, over and over again.
Maybe that's fun though, that it's a different jingle.
Julie, she's an agony aunt. Julie, she's going to answer your questions. Julie.
Yeah?
No, that's awful. I don't want that to ever be heard by anyone ever again. Ever again. I can't sing either.
We can start that. Julie,
Julie.
she's an agony aunt.
There you go. It's good, isn't it? It's catchy.
It's
that.
quite catchy.
It's quite catchy, yeah. Can you tell I watched Hamilton at the weekend? So musically talented.
I don't think I've ever watched that.
It's good.
Ever.
Watch it. It's good.
Welcome back to the Crafting Cafe podcast. We are going to introduce our agony aunt, Julie.
Hi.
Hello.
Hello.
Hey,
You okay?
Julie.
Hi, Scott. Hi,
How are
Ellie.
you?
I'm fine, thank you.
Good. We have a question from Leanne.
Hold up. Ellie, before we do that,
Yeah.
why is Julie our agony aunt?
Why are you our agony aunt?
Because I'm the craftiest person here.
Mic drop.
As you can tell from the macaroons, we're on a budget, and Julie was outside the door, so we got her in. No, Julie, why are you a crafter? When did you start crafting? What's happened here?
I've been crafty all my life, but probably been a proper crafter for about 25 years. So
Just 25 years.
Just
guys.
25
That's
years.
more
25
longer than I've
years.
been alive.
exactly. That's
More-
how long
more
I've
longer
been a
than
crafter.
That's
Ellie's
great.
been alive.
That's great English,
If you
isn't
understand that, tune in for the next episode if we make it to it.
So yeah, you can pick my brains about anything that I know.
Anything.
And if
Anything
crafty wise,
Anything
yeah.
crafting. Don't ask Ellie that.
Yeah.
it? Burning questions
Yeah.
that
I'll do my best.
that Hayley liked
Just to let you know, we've
say.
had a bit of a debrief before this, and we had to get the word burning in because
Yeah.
Hayley liked to say that. So if you listen, it's on the show notes at Crafting Cafe Podcast.
Yeah.
On
Or
Instagram.
at Crafting Cafe Pod.
The Crafting Cafe pod.
On it. I don't know why Ellie keeps looking at Hayley.
Because Hayley just showed me.
Okay. Right.
That was right, wasn't it?
Ellie, have we had a question for Julie? Julie's just had to put up with that 6 minutes of us trying to get things right. Have we had a question?
We do. From Leanne
Okay.
in Lancashire.
Lancashire.
Guys,
Just say the West Midlands, Leanne in the West Midlands or something. Leanne in Lancashire.
her question was, how do you balance work life with crafting life?
Okay, so I think if you live a full life, work a lot, try not to put too much pressure on yourself, and also break your crafting time down into manageable sizes. So instead of thinking you've got to spend a whole afternoon or a whole evening, maybe do 15 minutes a day. Great thing about crafting, whatever your hobby is, you can pick it up and put it down as and when. So maybe do a few rows of crochet or knitting, a little bit of paper craft, and then come back to it the next day if you feel a bit overwhelmed or short on time.
And what do you do with obviously working here and crafting at home?
Well, I do a bit of both. Obviously, I'm lucky enough that I craft as part of my job now, so that fulfills the hobby side for me as well as being able to do it for a living. So it's kind of a win-win for me. It doesn't kind of feel like I have to make time for it now because it's become part of my job. So I feel very fortunate that I can do that.
And Agony Aunt, when you pick something up, is there a time that you try and do it before you go, I can't do this? Or do you never say, I can't do this?
I never really say I can't do it.
Okay.
We have had an experience recently where I've tried to learn to crochet and I've had several attempts and still haven't got it yet, but I won't give up because I really want to learn how to do it. So I think, again, don't put so much pressure on yourself. I think sometimes we see things on socials and they're perfect and you think you've got to be perfect straight away. But part of the enjoyment is learning the process. So give yourself a chance. If something doesn't work the first time, try it again.
And Ellie, that's what the Crafting Cafe is going to be about, isn't it?
Exactly.
I think sometimes craft seems like a hard thing to get into and you're not as good as
A bit
all these
scary.
Yeah.
reels and videos and kind
I
of...
also think with when you go to school and you do art and things like that, some people tell you that you can't do it. And here I think it will prove that you can.
You can.
Yeah.
I think everyone's crafted.
I think everybody's
anybody
crafty.
isn't.
No, I don't think so. And I think everybody has a different thing. You know, everybody designs things differently. So how I might make something might be completely different to how Ellie would make something. So, or how Scott's going to make something. So, but just have a go. Part of the fun is just doing the craft. It's not necessarily about what you get at the end of it. I think that's the best way to look at it. And then if you find something that you really enjoy, focus on that a little bit more.
Did you do the crocheting with us? I was really bad as well.
I have not
Scott
been
was
here
really
yet.
So you weren't here when Hayley taught us how to crochet?
All of the little
No.
things that you guys
So
do, I'm never here.
Hayley taught us how to crochet, and did anybody actually get it, Hayley?
A few people do.
Okay.
Just
okay.
not
A few people
Julie.
messaged me afterwards saying, "Oh, thank you."
Yeah.
It's actually really hard. If there's any crocheters
Yeah.
out there, why is it so hard?
I'm not sure. I think,
can't
again,
do it.
it might be something that some people just
Is
pick
it like
up
the
straight away.
technique? Is it?
It's repetitive technique, isn't it? Like-
Yeah, I think for me, it's coordination. I struggled with the coordination, holding the sort of wool round and then using the needle. I just couldn't get it. But I'm not going to give up. I'm determined I'm going to make a granny square.
I want to have a go.
Let's do it.
Let's do it.
Let's get a
We'll bring
crochet
Hayley
expert
on.
on next. Who's on our list of crochet experts? We'll get the Agony Aunt to be taught. Ellie and the Agony Aunt to be taught by a crochet expert.
And also
That
Scott.
sounds like a plan.
Bex Reed. Bex Reed, a crochet expert? There you
Yeah.
go. Let's get Bex Reed on.
Perfect.
There you go. Let's do it.
Sounds like a plan.
I
Yeah.
can't do it. I'm going to say, I know I never say can't. I don't think I can crochet.
But this is the whole point of the podcast.
Okay, if we ever manage to make me be able to do that, that would be a miracle. Because I definitely can't do it. When I was doing it and I pulled the one, it was awful. Yeah,
Is it a bit like knitting or not?
A
at
little
all?
bit, but you have to have it sort of like wrapped around your fingers, and you've got to keep the tension sort
too
of.
much going on.
Yeah, there was a lot.
I'm
but
excited to give it a go.
yeah,
Thank you,
Never
Julie.
say never.
That
Thank you.
was awesome. Did that answer the question from Lancashire?
I believe so.
I hope so.
Was it Lancashire? Lancashire.
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 Yeah.
Yeah.
Leanne.
Okay, Leanne. Thank you,
Brilliant.
Leanne. Hopefully we answered your question. Keep them
Hopefully.
coming in.
Yeah.
At
Any more questions?
Crafting
Yeah.
Cafe Pod
Link
on
below.
Instagram.
Link below.
So, thank you so much for listening to our nonsense. This is the first one, Ellie, and it's been hot. It's been interesting.
It's been different.
We've learned that apparently you don't breathe when you talk, but then Liam told us that you do breathe when you talk.
And apparently you don't run after you're 30.
And you don't run after you're 30. But those things might not still be made the edit. So if they are in it, well done. If they're not, then tune in next time. And what are we going to do next time, Ellie? There's some things we said we're always going to do, aren't we? We're going to try and get experts. We're going to have awesome interviews. We're going to try and break down the barriers of craft and make it more easy, accessible. And we're going to try and have some fun as well, aren't we?
Random questions.
Random questions. I think they need to be a bit better than the first one we've had this week.
They'll be coming. I'm
You prepped
sure.
already?
Yeah.
And the random question can come from anybody. If you've got a random question, what could they? Where could they send us those questions, Ellie?
Follow the link below.
By next week, Ellie will know what this podcast is called.
The Crafting Cafe Pod on Instagram
Yeah.
that you can look at and message in.
Awesome.
Hayley will be able to get the messages in.
So, what is the one thing that we're going to be challenged with? I hear producer Liam wants us every week to learn something new.
And get the answers correct. If not,
Yeah. So,
There's
we're
a
going to learn
consequence.
something new. We've got a week to learn it. And if we don't get the answers correctly, there's going to be a little quiz, a little pop quiz. If
Yeah.
we don't get them correctly,
got a bit of homework to do.
I think Liam just wants to hurt us. He's apparently going to electrocute us.
Yeah.
And who's doing it first?
Me!
It's you, Ellie. So, Liam, what's Ellie got a week to learn?
So, your topic for the week, Ellie.
Ellie's topic for the week. Ellie's topic for the week.
Is
All right, MJ.
For the week.
is the history of stamping.
The history of
Oh.
stamping. That's
Quite
not
like that.
That's not post stamps. Or it might come from that though. The
Yeah,
history
no,
might be that it comes
but
from a stamp.
Stamping in general, as in
The crafting stamping.
Yeah.
Stamping as a category within crafting.
Right.
This is broad.
It's very interesting, I'll tell you that.
Oh, Liam's looked into it already.
Have you? I don't
Yeah.
believe that.
So
Well,
tune
you're
in.
going to have to anyway.
So tune in for the next podcast if we make it there, because we might die of heat exhaustion. For the history of stamping with Ellie and many
Do
other
I
things.
get electrocuted or not?
Do you or not? Depends if Liam can source the right equipment to make it happen.
I'm excited.
That sounds strange, doesn't it? And next week, Ellie, we got a guest next week.
I reckon we do,
We're
but
going to book someone in. Hayley, we got a guest next week. It's up to us.
I think so.
Liam, do we have a guest next week?
We'll have a guest.
We'll have a guest next week. Are we
It's
bringing?
a surprise.
Are we bringing the Agony Aunt back? Did she
Agony Aunt
pass?
will be back, so ask more questions of what you want to know.
And lastly, because you're going to absolutely nail this one, if they want to ask questions, Ellie, where do they ask them?
The Crafting Cafe Pod on Instagram or follow the link below.
Wrap. Say goodbye.
Bye!
Goodbye.